wanted to give you a life update. I indicated on my community page last weekend that I wasn't able to get my regular Sunday video up because of some grief and sadness and loss that our family was experiencing. And that will probably continue throughout all of August and into early fall. My regularly scheduled content that I had planned probably will either come because I just really need the distraction of this community and work, or I might have to skip a week. And I wanted you to understand why things will be a little bit chaotic on my channel for however long it takes for me to get back on track. So the bottom line is we have had a lot of loss and a lot of grief over a very short period of time. We were blessed with years and years of good health. There are 5 of us. We did lose a brother about 4 years ago. It was not completely unexpected, but of course any loss is challenging. But very recently, my sister was diagnosed with a terminal illness, and it's extremely aggressive. We have sought out the best care in the country, and there is nothing to be done. And my brother lost his son unexpectedly. And I'm not going to go into their medical diagnoses because they're very private. They're not on social media, and they prefer to keep all of their information private. Whereas I would typically go into details to give you as much information as possible in case you're going through these situations. In this case, I'm going to keep it private at their request and their preference. But I wanted to let you know that I am going through all those stages of grief that you go through. As an OT, I learned them. I taught them to my patients. I was an OT in a community hospital. Grief and loss and death and life were all part of the process. And so I knew it, and I know about grief very intellectually. But as I mentioned, my family has been blessed with good health and longevity. I have both my parents still, and I'm about to turn 58. And my parents are in their 80s, and my mom is in her mid 80s, and my dad's in his mid 90s, and they're very healthy. And we did lose one of my brothers a few years ago, and that was trying and tragic. But the amount of grief and loss that we have been challenged with recently is overwhelming. In addition to my nephew's passing and my sister's unbelievably shocking diagnosis that it's basically taken her from fully functional to in bed most of the time in a matter of 5.5 weeks, 6 weeks. I don't even know. I'm losing a little bit track of time, which is kind of all part of that grieving process. I just wanted to go briefly through the 5 stages of grief, given that I do have some education in that area. If you're experiencing grief, the kubler-ross 5 stages, the typical 5 stages are denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. And you don't go through them in the stage, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stage. You kind of can go through denial, then go through acceptance, and then come back to bargaining and anger. There is no one way to grieve. Everyone is individual, but I will note that as an OT, I dealt with a lot of mental health patients and clients. And if your grief goes on continually, get help, get some therapy. If it turns into this sort of something that doesn't lessen over time, grief can last as long as it lasts. But if it continues and it doesn't slowly get better, I want to encourage you to seek out help. And therapy is one way you can do it. You can talk to a friend, however you need to get back on track, because it can lead to depression, severe depression, and then lead to further medical issues. So I know kind of what my family is up for, just everyone going through it in different stages. And basically my stage right now is, why did this happen? I'm angry. I'm not angry. I'm just sort of questioning, why did this happen? Just acknowledging, accepting it, and being in that stage or sign or symptom of shock. My body sometimes gets a little bit numb, and I just can't believe it. It's just this shock. So that's kind of where I am. We're just going to go through a skincare routine. Honestly, one of the first things to go sometimes when you're experiencing grief is a routine, but it can also be very grounding. So getting back to routines as much as you can and For me, that will mean going through a full skincare routine and putting on a little makeup and taking a walk after I'm done videoing this, and just trying to get back on track because I've been doing the bare minimum just to kind of get going and get through my day. Let's get going. My skincare routine. I'll continue to chat through what I'm going to do with my skincare routine and a little makeup routine to cheer myself up. Everything is pink themed. I have pink cleansers, pink mists. I'm going to start with something that I never do. Why not try something new? I'm going to do a gua sha routine. Now, gua sha is one of those skincare techniques that I haven't looked a lot into. This one is from the Clean Skin Club. It was sent to me. It's a white quartz stone. White quartz is believed to possess powerful spiritual properties such as amplifying energy, enhancing intuition, and promoting emotional balance and harmony. And I've been wanting to share this with you. I've been curious about gua sha for a while, and I wanted to share this with you because I do believe in skincare that is relaxing, that can help stimulate circulation, can be helpful. There are a lot of other claims about gua sha that I don't really subscribe to, but the relaxation, the drainage, the lymph drainage, kind of getting that circulation going can't hurt. So that's what we're going to start with today. You always want to start with something that will give you some slip. I'm going to use the Shrink Go blush oil from Stack Skincare because it's pink. I didn't realize how many skincare products I have in my cupboard that were pink. So I always have loved that color. Like I said, it always just cheers me up. Basically, a gua sha routine, I looked one up this morning, that's super simple. It follows a similar type of pattern as your microcurrent. So you're going to go up on your cheeks and up on your brows, and on the side of your neck to help with lymph drainage, the stroke is down. In the middle is a very gentle, avoiding the thyroid, stroke up. So we're going to give this a go. And I'm just going to, I'm going to use the angled tool right here to go along my jawline. And I'm going to do 3 strokes of each. And it's really relaxing. I find microcurrent incredibly relaxing, especially the Halo and the Zip products, because they have this app that's just fantastic. And Melanie takes you through these really relaxing microcurrent routines. And I'm finding that gua sha is similar in providing relaxation, which is something I could really use right now. So I'm doing 3 strokes along my jawline, cheek, and then I'm going to go down the sides of my neck with the flat side, up in the center very gently, avoiding thyroid, and then across my brow. Let's see, which edge? I think the flatter edge is best for the brow, kind of a broad stroke. I was wondering, I get a lot of comments about gua sha when I do microcurrent that it really, you should just forget microcurrent and just stick with gua sha. It's cheaper, it's easier, but I think they both have different things to offer, where this is more kind of a depuffing circulation routine. The microcurrent also offers that, but it also is adds the benefit of nano current and microcurrent, a very low percentage ampere to stimulate the cells to produce collagen and elastin. So that was really fun. I'm definitely going to continue to incorporate gua sha into my routine. Like I said, it's relaxing. It makes my skin feel really nice. So I'm going to move on with another pink product by Verse. This is a cleansing balm. I'm going to do a double cleanse, and I typically don't double cleanse in the morning. I typically just do a rinse in the morning, but I haven't been that great about my skincare routine, and I have not been that thorough in the evenings. I can't remember really the last time I did a double cleanse. I usually always double cleanse in the evening. So I'm sure there's maybe a little bit of makeup or mascara that I've kind of left behind over the last couple weeks. So I'm going to do a thorough cleansing this morning with a balm cleanser. This is the one by Versed. And let's look at the ingredients. Basically, a balm cleanser is just to remove those traces of makeup and sunscreen that you might have built up. Super greasy. And this one, I was trying to think if look and see if there are any sort of call out ingredients in this one. This is the first time I've used this. Eucalyptus oil, which may be irritating for some, and vitamin E, which is a great antioxidant. But basically the focus of a cleansing balm is really just to get that makeup off. Cleanse your skin, dissolve that sunscreen, and give your skin a thorough cleaning and remove any buildup from makeup, etc. And I am currently using, back to my magic eraser cloth. I ran out of my very favorite Clean Skin Club cloths. And I use those because they do tend to, you get a clean one every time. And they do, I do get breakouts of acne. And they're supposedly much better for acne prone skin because you do get a clean cloth every time and you're not introducing, if you have sensitive skin like me, introducing trace particles or trace amounts of your detergent and soaps from laundry. So I've had really good luck. I have not had very many breakouts this year at all after I switched to them, but of course, many of you love, and I used for years, the Magic Eraser. It's just super soft. Definitely gets all the traces of makeup off, etc. Okay, so balm cleanser done. And I have another cleanser, also pink. And this is called Mantra. It's by MS Skincare. It's their Skin Perfecting Cleanser. And again, I've never used this. Oops, as you can see, let's see. The pump is not cooperating. All right, we are not going to worry about that, and I will fix the pump later. I'm just gonna pour a few drops into my hand, maybe. Yes. So just a little pile of cleanser, and I usually like to put my cleanser on slightly damp to dry skin. I think this has rose in it. It has a gorgeous scent. Ah, that's really nice. Feels real good. Okay, I have 2 clean bowls of water here, so I'm going into my second clean bowl of water. Just lukewarm water. Try not to get your water that you do cleansing with too hot, and try not to cleanse your face in the shower because the water in the shower is really too hot for the facial skin. It tends to make it, at least for me personally, more irritated when I use hot water, strips the natural oils too much. So I always try to use lukewarm water, and I don't cleanse my skin in the shower. You certainly can, but if you do, don't stick your face under super hot water. Okay, it's very refreshing. And if I had the box that this came in, I could read you some of the ingredients because there's absolutely no information about this, but I believe it smells like a slight rose scent and does a great job with cleansing. If there are any key ingredients, I'll list them right down below. But so far, I like that cleanser, left my skin really hydrated, and actually removed some of the dry little patches. I had some dry patches going in here. So that double cleanse really helped kind of clear up my skin. I picked out 2 mists because why not, for today's pink themed skincare. This is a new one I just picked up from Osea. I did a photo shoot for them and I've been curious about their products about a year ago. And I really enjoyed the products that I used during the shoot. It was their under eye serum and their mist. So I'll put a few pictures of that shoot at the end of this video. It was really fun. But I haven't had an opportunity to try their products long term. So I picked up the Vitamin C Boost. This is pink. That's why I picked it up. Really the only reason, but I read a little bit about it, and one of the call-out ingredients is the vitamin C is a magnesium ascorbyl phosphate. So that's one of the many derivatives that is more stable than the L-ascorbic acid vitamin C that has been well researched and that has been shown to be an antioxidant, collagen and boosting, elastin boosting, and also a skin brightener. So with this particular derivative, we know that it has to convert to ascorbic acid in our skin, and how much it converts is a little bit unknown. There also isn't a lot of research on the magnesium ascorbyl phosphate as far as being an antioxidant, but there is some research that shows that it can boost collagen, similar to ascorbic acid, and that it's proven to work as a skin brightener. So it has 2 out of 3 benefits of L-ascorbic acid. But again, the question of how much of this can convert in our skin or does convert in our skin is left to question. And honestly, I just purchased this as a hydrating mist and a bit of indulgence. And if the magnesium ascorbyl phosphate does some vitamin C boosting, I'm all for it. So I always enjoy a mist, especially in the summertime. They're so refreshing. And definitely get a mist that doesn't have a ton of water in it, unless it is like just a plain mineral water, because that can be very drying to the skin. Make sure it has some glycerin. This one also has glycerin. And just make sure that the mist that you're using isn't just a pure mineral water, because that can definitely lead to drying out your skin, which is not what you want. So I'm going to try both of these. This is one that I originally purchased, and I think I showed it on my MPs videos a few weeks ago, but it's called, I love the name. It's FutureWise is the company, and Slug Boost is the name of the mist. And I picked this up as my replacement for my pink drink that fell the other day. And so I'm just going to double up on this. This is just pure hydrating. I don't believe there are any super active ingredients in here. It's just hydrating. I think it's just glycerin and hydrating ingredients. I think some HA and glycerin. I will list the active ingredients on the side in a card. I'm going to move on to some eye serum. This is a completely indulgent, I admit, multi-step skincare routine this morning, but I just feel like I really needed it, and I'm really happy to be here with you sharing it. So I have SKINGYM. This is their Eye Fit Brightening Eye Serum. I've never tried this either. Again, I only picked it out because it's pink, and with eye cream, you just need a little bit. Tap it between your fingers. Tap it under your eyes. And then today I'm going to include them with my SKINGYM eye masks. These are similar to the Forever eye masks from Dew. I got these, I believe, in December. Derm Store sent them to me. And these are great little masks that you can put on. It just helps your eye serum absorb better and leaves your skin super hydrated. And the under eye area helps mask some of those tired wrinkles and hopefully brighten a little bit. Let's see what's in this particular eye gel. Like I said, I haven't used this before. Let's see, it's a hyper potent eye serum with a combination of berries selected for their proven antioxidant power in nature. This is a multi-targeted formula including skin brightening niacinamide, nourishing extracts such as strawberry, raspberry, well that's really uplifting, blueberry, blackberry to hydrate and deliver instant radiance. So now a lot of you might be saying, do I need an eye cream? Should I get an eye gel? You really don't need one, but I honestly have found them really beneficial since I've headed beyond 55. I had a small amount of tear trough filler and PRF in my under eye area because I had extremely sunken and hollow eyes, and I'll link that video up above if you're curious about those treatments that I got. But I have been definitely focused on the eye area after 50 because that is the area that has really aged me the most, I think, more than any other. The lines over my lips and my under eye area. So I really try to keep that area nice and hydrated, and sometimes I use like a little lightening and brightening illuminator eye gel, eye serum, eye cream from Tatcha that has a little bit of brightener in it. Also the one from, oh gosh, I'm blanking. Oh, I'll put it down below. There are 2 brightening, it's Vita C from All right, my mind is on a blank right now, but it's the Vita C formula. They both have a little brightener, and the Vita C formula has a little bit of yellowing tint that kind of can help correct the purple. And the one from Tatcha is just pure brightening with a little bit of reflectiveness, and is a very pretty formula too. If you don't want to actually put on some concealer, but you want some brightening, both of those eye creams are fantastic for that. Okay, while those are setting, I'm going to put a little Tatcha, the Kisu. I love this lip serum or lip balm, lip mask. And I do really use it as a lip, kind of over the vermilion border, just to hydrate my lips, which have been super dry lately. When I was visiting family, the temperatures were soaring well over the hundreds and it was very dry. So having a great lip balm with you during travel, you know, when you're in the air, and that airplane air is so drying as well. So definitely grab yourself one of your favorite lip balms and reapply a lot. This is one of my favorite new finds of 2023. It was really unexpected. I've always been a Laneige girl, but I really actually think I like this better for some reason. My lips, it sort of plumps them up a little bit better. And like I said, I use it in the day just to kind of give a little plumping and lip mask. And I use it at night, obviously, for overnight hydration. Okay, while that's all settling in, I thought I would try the Love Super Smooth Resurfacing Serum. I definitely have some dullness lately. I'm actually due for a dermaplaning routine, but I haven't done one in well over a month, but I'm definitely due. But I'm gonna do some chemical exfoliants as opposed to a manual exfoliation like dermaplaning, as I get breakouts, especially when I'm stressed, along my mouth and jaw area and chin area. So this is a good one. I wouldn't use this every day. I do have sensitive skin, but this is a good resurfacing serum that you can use. It's not all that expensive, just a half a dropper. And again, if you're using this during the day, 110% you need to use sunscreen, because AHA and BHA can make your skin a little bit sensitive, and you want to make sure that you're using a good sunscreen. All right, I'm gonna let that settle in. Take a look at these. Very nice, I like that. Serum is really nice and brightening and hydrating. And all I do is I just rinse these with water, let them dry off, and you can reuse them over and over again. I prefer those to the disposable eye masks. Sometimes I'll use those on travel. I actually gifted those a set of, she can't drink obviously because she's ill, so I found some eye masks, disposable, with red wine in them. And so red wine supposedly has resveratrol, which is an antioxidant. I should also point out that the Osea Vitamin Boost has red wine profanols, I think. Extracts. It's a red wine extract in here with resveratrol, which is an antioxidant. If you can't get your red wine in a glass of wine, I can't even drink red wine anymore because it gives me such headaches. But there are other ways to get your resveratrol. I like to do a couple different serums when I'm doing a more extended routine. This is the serum, the Growth Factor Serum by Calecim. It has lots of proteins in it, and growth factors are known to help with improving your skin barrier. They also help with elastin and collagen production. Now, how much they can get into the skin without actually doing a little bit of cosmetic microneedling is a little bit open for question, but I like them a little bit more than I do just a regular peptide serum, because they feel a lot more hydrating than the general peptide serums. Peptides and proteins, at the very minimum, provide amazing skin hydration, and they do have the potential, if they get absorbed in the skin, theoretically the way we believe that they do, to improve elastin and collagen. And I love the way this serum just plumps up my skin. And I've also been using their scalp serum as well, and I'm definitely getting some increased benefit along the perimeter of my hairline, so I'm really excited to do my round 2 and share that with you. Okay, as far as moisturizers, I'm going to use a really nice light moisturizer. This is by Pillow Talk Derm. A really nice light formula with another vitamin C derivative, Texel, Decal, ascorbate. That's a mouthful. And it's just a nice light gel formula. Really great for summer. Okay. All right, so that's everything. Oh, you know what? I put some on my neck, but oops, sorry, I lost my mic. I put a little bit on my neck, but I'm going to do the rest of my décolleté because I have just a little bit of the Dermalect. This is their Professional Strength Neck Cream, Firming and Lifting Neck Cream. I've really been enjoying this. I've been including it in my evening skincare routine because it has some AHAs and BHAs in it. But I'm going to be inside most of today, and I haven't used this in a while, and I really like it for the neck and the décolleté area, for gentle resurfacing. The neck and décolleté skin is very thin and can become easily irritated. So this is a great new formula I've discovered for your nighttime routine. Like I said, I'm using it for the day because I'm not going to be out during the day today, and I have neglected my neck and deck for a few weeks. So a little bit of overindulgence with my neck and décolleté is definitely warranted. I'm going to let my skincare dry down for a few minutes. I'm going to go grab a cup of coffee. Then I'm going to continue on with my sunscreen and a little makeup routine. All right, for my makeup routine, and like I said, I'm going to start with my sunscreen. This is the one by Evie. This was I think their breast cancer awareness. So again, our pink theme. And this is a foam sunscreen. It's got some really great filters that you can't get in the US. And it's very long lasting, which I like about it. So it's kind of really sweat resistant and is great for when you're outside in the sun. Since I'm sitting in front of a sunny window today, and I did a lot of resurfacing treatments with the AHA and BHAs that I've used for both the serums and my neck moisturizer, I want to make sure that I'm really well protected from the sun, even though I don't really intend to go out today. We have lots of beautiful, bright windows in our home, and we get lots of sun during the day through the windows. All right, I was going to put this on the back of my hands, and I'm going to wear short sleeves today, so I am also going to do my arms really quick. I've been able to really reduce the pigment on my arms over the last 4.5 years by diligently applying and reapplying sunscreen, as well as when I'm using and rotating through my hydroquinone, which is a pigment brightener and tyrosinase inhibitor that you can get from your dermatologist. My pigment on my hands has just disappeared over the last 4 years, but it definitely takes some dedication and, for me personally, a prescription to lighten up the dark spots on my forearms, hands, and arms. And I've been doing a décolleté rejuvenation, which I will definitely share with you in the coming months. All right, so sunscreen's on. What I like about this one particularly is it dries down really quickly. It's a little bit tacky. So that is one thing. If you do end up trying this, you will note that it's a little tacky. It takes a little while. It just absorbs really quickly, but there is a little bit of tackiness for maybe like 20 minutes to half an hour. For me, it doesn't really interfere with the application of my makeup. So I just kind of move right along. I don't really need to let this set for more than maybe a couple minutes. So I'm going to move on with my makeup. I'm going to go through what I'm going to use today. Again, all pink and purples. So the Youthforia Pregame Primer, I like as a very light coverage for a no makeup day. So I'm going to use this to prime my skin, and then I'm going to use the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Dark Spots to do a little sort of spot coverage and for my eye area, kind of diminish this redness and diminish this sort of the bag that I have right here as my PRF and my filler are sort of wearing off over the last couple of years. I'm kind of starting to re-see this line and a differentiation between kind of my tear trough and my cheekbone once again. So I may do another PRF treatment. I kind of talked about that earlier, so I'm really considering that maybe late fall. But right now, the It's Cosmetic Bye Bye Dark Spot is the ticket for this reappearing tear trough area that is creeping back. So And then a little bit of Tower 28 mascara. And I'm going to try a couple different lip products. I got this cute little kit at Sephora the other day. It's, again, pink. I've just been indulging in pink. I don't know. It's the Rare Beauty, their cheek, and then their lip gloss. Now, I have had the Rare Beauty lip oil that I was obsessing about when it came out earlier this year. None of us could get them. They were just not to be found. And I've been a little bit disappointed about this. It's not as moisturizing as I had hoped, especially for a lip oil. It lasts pretty well, but I was hoping that the addition of some lip gloss over it might make it last a little bit longer, and so I wanted to also try the Rare Beauty lip gloss. So this is a nice little kit to pick up from Sephora. I also have, so I may have to do some decisions here because I have the Rare Beauty blush, and I also have 2 new blushes from Tower 28. They just sent these to me. This is their Beach Please line, and it was all highly coordinated with the Barbie movie, I'm sure. But this is their Dream Hour and their Party Hour. So look at all of these blushes, a little cool pink, a berry pink, berry purple pink, a cool pink, and this also looks like a fairly cool pink, the one from Rare Beauty. And this color is Happy. So let's get going with a little bit of makeup. I'm going to start, like I said, with my pregame primer, just as a very light coverage. This is dewy. It just gives me that no makeup blurred out look, and is one of my favorite finds so far of 2023. I can even put like a skin tint over this and not have it be too heavy for summer, or I can just leave this as kind of my base for the day, for a no makeup day. All right, as that settles in, I'm going to do my Bye Bye Dark Spot Corrector. This I like to, as I've shown you before, just put a little on the back of my hand. And I do use the brush that comes with it. You certainly can use your own applicator brush. And I do above and below. So I do a little cover up on the veins of my upper mobile lid and even up into the upper brow area for light coverage. And it just slowly erases some of the under eye imperfections and discoloration in my brow and lid area. It's also great for spot correcting. It's kind of like a little eraser and covers up a little bit of redness that I have on my chin. So it's just great for little touch-ups without a lot of coverage. The Bye Bye Dark Spots just really helps with little skin perfecting without doing a whole face of complexion products. So this is my little magic eraser when I want to do kind of a no makeup look. I'm also going to use a little bit of Westman Atelier Vital Pressed Powder. This is just going to cut down on the sunscreen shine, also just blur out the pregame primer that I used, and kind of soften in and blend in where I put the dark spot corrector, just kind of to give it a more even coverage, since I'm not going to be wearing any other complexion products today. You can also use Hourglass Ambient Light Powder. I like that, but this is just a little bit more brightening because it has a lighter pink tone to it, whereas the Westman Atelier, whereas the Ambient Light is just brightening. It doesn't really have any color to it at all. It's just illuminating, but very subtly illuminating, just like this. It doesn't give shine to the skin. It just gives kind of a blending and a blurring effect. Now that I've set my base for the day, I'm going to go in with a little mascara. Sometimes I do my mascara first. I have a tendency to get mascara everywhere, so I often do my mascara first. This is getting a little bit dried out. I probably need to replace this. It's getting a little bit clumpier than I would typically want it. It doesn't usually apply this thickly. It usually goes on much better, but I think it's time to replace this. I should have done my mascara first before my complexion product, because I do get it everywhere. But that's good. Good enough for today. Now to choose a blush product, I'm going to swatch each of these. This one's looking a little bit too dark. I was a little surprised. This is the Beach Please Party Hour, and this is the Beach Please Dream Hour by Tower 28. And then, of course, I have the Rare Beauty Happy. So I'm going to swatch each of these, and you can decide which one I think would look good. These are cream-based blushes. So that's Party Hour, Dream Hour, and Happy. As you can see, the Happy is a warmer tone than each of the others, and they're all cream-based, so they look beautiful on the skin and blend in. Now, the Happy is a little bit more opaque than I anticipated, whereas the two Tower 28s are a little more sheer. I think I'm interested in trying a more sheer look today, so I'm going to go with Dream Hour. I'm just going to tap this in with my fingers and blend it with my BK Beauty. This is their 101 blush. I use it for powdering. I use it for foundation. You can even blend out shadow with it. If you tip the angle, it's perfect for applying blush. You can use the wider, flatter end to stipple in complexion products. When I travel these last few weeks, this is the brush that I took, the only brush that I took, along with my trio eyeshadow brushes, the mini brushes. I'm going to, like I said, apply this with my finger. I like to apply at the very top of my cheekbone, up into the temple area for a really lifted cheek look. And then I blend it really, really well in upward strokes. Into the hairline as well. That is just a really pretty, fresh look. I like that a lot. All right, now for a lip product, I'm going to use both Rare Beauty products. This is the lip oil that I tried earlier in the year that I wasn't too excited about, but I'm going to use that as the base because I think the color is so pretty. It's also Happy, so it's the same color as the blush. I'm going to top off the lip oil with their lip gloss product in hopes that it will give it a little bit more hydration and longevity. And this is in the color, the lip gloss is in the color Nearly Petal. So this is just giving it a little bit more shine and hydration. And I'll swatch this for you. This just gives the barest hint of a tint. And it's really nice. It feels soft, not sticky at all. I want to share with you a couple nail products that I've been enjoying lately, both pink, both bright and beautiful. This one is a Nourishing Nail Polish by Manicurist. That's the same company that does the LED nail system that I've been enjoying for a more longer lasting polish. This does not have to be cured with an LED lamp. You can just pick this up. It's a nourishing nail polish, which I've never heard of before, but it actually has ingredients that help hydrate and nourish your nail, as well as protect it with a layer of polish. So I've been loving this for nourishing my nails because I have been picking up my nails kind of nervously lately, just stress related. I used to bite my nails when I was a kid, but my bad habit as an adult is I just tend to just fiddle with my nails, and they're very thin and they break easily anyway. So this has been great to help me recover from a lot of nail loss recently and very irritated cuticles. They have a great cuticle oil that I've been using too. So I need to do some calm breathing exercises and relax and work on acceptance and kind of move through some of the sadness that I'm going through and take care of myself. So that's what I'm trying to do today by sharing this sort of extended routine with you. I'm struggling on how to end this video just as I did on how to start this video. So I'm just going to reach out and say thank you and tell you that I am grateful for this community. After my post earlier this week, you all reached out to me, were supportive, understanding, and I think we have a special place in this little corner, Mature Beauty corner of YouTube, of incredibly supportive people. If you are going through a stress and a struggle, all part of life, but doesn't make it easy, feel free to leave a comment. This group is really supportive. I will support you and give you words of encouragement. And I hope you are comfortable and feel this is a really safe community that I'm trying to create for us mature beauties. I also wanted to let you know that I'm not going anywhere. If I disappear for a week or so, you'll now understand that I will be back. I'm excited about the content coming later this fall and early in 2024. I have lots of ideas for this channel, and I'm very excited to continue the Beyond 50 Skin community here on YouTube, and very excited to meet many more of you in the upcoming months. I'm going to take a few courses on creating quality content for my YouTube channel and take a step back for family. So if you don't see me one week, don't worry, I will be back, and feel free to reach out and on my community page, leave a comment or a question, and I will get to you there, or you can pop on over to Instagram. I check my Instagram much more infrequently recently, but I do check it a couple times a week. So if you have a question or if you need some support, whether it's personally related or skincare related or beauty related, feel free. I'm not going anywhere. And like I said, I just wanted to tell you all that I am grateful for this community, and I'm grateful for you, and I'm wishing you a beautiful and skintastic day.